set my heart afire.
Hey, ShellSp0nge, welcome back to another video. Today I am doing a tank review on the TS-54. This TS-54 is exclusive to Watt Plus. There is no other way to purchase this apart from activating the Watt Plus, which you see up here, or going into War Gaming's premium shop and buying it. I think that's $12.95 Australian dollars a month. For 30 days. I wish they would do a yearly pass. Hopefully they'll add that in. Anyway, I'm getting off track. As I said, this is a TS-54 tank review. Alright, so first thing I am going to cover while we're on this screen here. So we've got 5 crew members. So the commander is also operating as the radio man. Got the gunner, got the driver, and we have two loaders. As far as I'm aware, I found it quite difficult to actually find another tank that has this exact same setup. If I'm wrong, if there is another tank that has that exact setup, let me know in the description, because I struggled to find one, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's jump over to tanks.gg and I'll go through the statistics of this tank. Okay, here we are. So, first thing I'm going to cover is the weaponry. We're going to go. All these statistics are under just 100% crew with no equipment, and as you can see here, all this stuff is locked. So, weaponry. First thing we're going to cover is the DPM, which is 2,336. It does 280 average damage per shot. Standard rounds have 218 millimeters of penetration, but with APCR they jump up to 252. Reload time is 7.19 for both shells by the looks of it. It takes 2 seconds to charge both guns to fire them at once. Aim time is only 1.92, dispersion is 0.36. Moving the gun dispersion is not too bad. Shell velocity on the standard rounds is 878 meters per second, but the APCR that goes up to 1098 meters per second. Mobility, we got 40 kilometers per hour or 15 backwards. We've got an 800 horsepower engine with a 16 power to weight ratio. Ground resistances on this tank I find not too bad. The gun elevates up to 20 degrees and it has 8 degrees of gun depression. The armor. It has 101 on the front, has 63.5 on the side and 38 on the rear. The turret has 304 millimeters of armor on the front. It has 127 mils on the side and 76 on the back. This tank has 1500 HP, but with all the stuff here unlocked, it jumps up to 1550. The view range of just 100% crew is 380 meters, which is pretty good for a tank like this. It's actually able to spot for itself with coded optics. You probably don't even need coded optics, just add a decent crew in there and you'll be able to get the max of 440 meters of view range. So it is really nice that a heavy tank can actually spot for itself. Onto the 3D model, so as you can see here with the armor, it's got this 340 in some areas there. I'm seeing 350 in the cheeks. The weak spot on here is actually the commander's hatch, so it does have a big commander's hatch on the side here. It looks like you can actually pen these little eyeballs here, which is actually quite quite interesting to know, and the lower glacis. But if you're using the gun depression of this tank, let's just go to live. There we go. That armor efficiency jumps up to 400 to 600 millimeters, which is auto ricochet. And upper hull is auto ricochet. Side scraping. It's got a bit of a V-shaped hull, which is nice for side scraping. So it's an automatic ricochet if you can side scrape quite nicely. Never great with this tank. There we with the trying to turn the turret. So if you're side scraping like this, so it actually allows you to over angle quite a bit without having to show too much of your hull. There is a little bit of a weak point on the side here, which is where the turret round is. So if we actually get a no, not a hybrid, that's not what I'm after. A hybrid live, no, that's not also not what I'm after. What about visual? Yeah, visual's what I'm after. So it looks like just in here you need to aim when side scraping. Yeah, something like that. Which is quite... Yeah, there we go. It's interesting. It is actually hard to see when you're just looking at the tank itself, but there is definitely a weak spot in there. So first thing you could see is, yeah, the double guns on it. They reload quite nicely. And the turret armor, it bounces a lot. I've managed to actually able to play a few games of my own, but yeah, honestly, I don't see much wrong with this tank at all, apart from the commander's hatch here. Just got to keep an eye on these little eyeballs here that they can be penned. I actually wasn't aware of that when I was playing it. I guess it's just because the players are still getting quite used to the tank, but it is good to know that that's what you're going to keep an eye on. So even if you hold down, just keep wiggling them backwards, forwards, side to side, keep turning your turret just to make that spot there harder to hit. Unfortunately, I don't have quite a replay for this tank yet, but it will be coming up soon. So keep in mind on the YouTube for that, for the replay. Alright, that's my tank review on the TS-54. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like and a subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.